Have you been so ashamed of a medical condition they had that they decided to ignore it/not see a doctor? Well, here's my story. When I was around 21 it started. If I ate fish, I would smell of fish from my vajayjay. It doesn't wash away. It fades slightly and comes right back and lasts a few days. Now I quickly figured out there was a direct link. You could even smell what fish I had. I had comments from friends and family, things like, "Oh, have you had lemon sole for lunch?" I absolutely love that one from Lidl. Yes, I did. 2 days ago. It's quite an embarrassing situation. Nobody wants a fishy fanny. So I stopped eating fish. At a doctor's appointment I was asked about my diet. How often do I drink? Smoke? How many portions of fruit and veg daily? Eggs, meat and fish? So I tell her why I don't eat fish. She looked at me like I was completely crazy. "You have bacterial vaginosis, nothing to do with eating fish, but it only happens when I eat fish, and you can smell exactly which fish I ate." She looked even more like she was talking to a lunatic. "Right, come in again when it happens and we will swab you." So I went home, ate fish, and rebooked on an appointment. I was swabbed. There is quite an odor. It's definitely BV, but a swab will confirm it for you. The results were negative. It was ignored that it was negative, never spoken about again. I vaguely mentioned it to a few other doctors over the years. The same "you're a crazy" look came from their faces, but no further action. Then I got pregnant with my eldest at 29 and I had to see a dietitian as I had gestational diabetes. Again, questions about my diet: fruit and veg, meat, fish. I avoid fish. It makes my vaginal fluid smell of fish. That isn't a thing. I need you to eat a minimum of 2 portions of fish a week for your baby's brain development. With lots of medical professionals sticking their heads and hands up and around my hoo-ha, I didn't want to smell fish from several meters away, so I declined and ate more eggs instead. But I did go home and research it. After some research I discovered I wasn't alone. There is an entire forum of us, mainly women, but there are men who get it too. The smell coming from sweaty areas. Doctors also either ignored them, diagnosed bacterial vaginosis or STIs if they did listen, or like me were given a look like they were insane. After digging through hundreds of comments I had an answer. Trimethylaminuria, TMAU, also known as fish odor syndrome. Many people actually smell like garbage with it. It's caused by not being able to process some proteins, so it releases them in sweat and other fluids. There is no current cure, but the group had managed to discover through their own experiments that drinking strong lemon drinks, real lemons, not artificial flavoring, taking cranberry tablets 30-60 minutes before eating fish, or whilst you're on antibiotics. Obviously it's not advised to live on antibiotics though, so you can eat fish. But I finally had answers. It had a name. People understood. And doctors had been no help at all. They made medical care unapproachable. Felt ashamed for even mentioning it.